Hi there, I'm Don Eckert with Mid-Continent Irrigation, and welcome to Tech Tips. Today we're going to talk a little bit about winterizing a gearbox. One of the first things we want to do when we winterize is have the proper tools. Proper tools will make it simple, safe, and fast. One of the first things we're going to use is a battery operated impact with a 1/2-inch socket. Also, I have a 1/2-inch drive socket. It's a 12-sided socket, 9/16. Will fit on a square pipe plug that's in the bottom of the gearbox. So if you stay with me, we'll winterize a gearbox. The first thing we'll want to do when we winterize a gearbox is pull the bottom plug before we loosen the top cap, and therefore we'll let, if there's any water in that gearbox, the water goes to the bottom of the gearbox will come out of the hole in the bottom of the gearbox, and the grease will stay up inside of it and give us ample time to pull the plug, let the water out, put the plug back in before the gear grease comes out. We'll begin by taking our socket wrench, putting it on our pipe plug, loosen that plug so it's finger tight. Slowly remove the plug. If there's any water in it, water will come out. If not, in time, grease will. The plug is open. There's no water coming out. We do have some grease, so I will now put the plug back in. We have not lost a drop of grease. Tighten it up. It is a tapered pipe plug and it does not have to be overly tightened. Next step will be taking these 4 bolts loose on this cap and checking the actual level of the gear lube inside the gearbox. Tap on it lightly. You'll see the water that's coming out of this cover is water that's between the bladder and the top of the cover. None of that water has entered the gearbox. So before we put this back on, I want to make sure that this diaphragm is back to its natural state of being level. We check the gearbox, it is full. As long as the worm gear is covered, everything is fine. We will replace this by putting this back down here, starting the 4 screws, and our job here is almost finished. There we are. 1 gearbox winterized.